Hello viewers, this is Ayyanar Jayabalan and today we will discuss about how to create an Angular library and how to push that library to the npm repository and then how to consume it finally in another application. So we'll go the implementation now. First let me create one Angular workspace. So ng new app workspace. I don't want to create any application by default. Now Angular workspace is created. Let's getting into that workspace now. So if you see that one, we have created the Angular workspace. We don't see any application now. Now let me create one Angular library. Ng generate library. I'm just creating a test library. Now if you see that one, I created one test library. So here you can see that one, it is created one test library here. So here you can see that one, the default files. So what you can do, if you want to add some in the readme file, you can add those details. And if in the package JSON, if you want to name it differently, you can name it. I'm just naming it test Ayyanar library. And if you want to add any description, you can add description also. And if you want to add anything, something author name, you can add the author name, and you can also put your email or URL. Let me put my URL, my blog URL. Let's see anything else I can add now. For now, if you want to add some keywords, you can put some keywords here. So for now it's enough, but you can fill as much details. You can put your GitHub URL, other details also, but now I am not including that one. Okay, so and if you see that one, this is our entry file. This is our public API. The public API is a one where we will expose our library components. Okay, here if you see that one, I am just exposing my service and one component and one module. Okay, so in this way only we are telling that one, the public can consume this service component and module. Okay, so this is very important. If you are adding any new component, you have to add it here, so then only that public can consume your component. Okay, and I think that's it for now. So now let me build it. So ng build. So basically what will happen once so now build is completed. So once build is completed, you can see the output in that distribution folder. Here you can see all the library related files here and bundles, packages and all the details here. Now what you're supposed to do, if you want to push it, you have to go to that output directory. Let me get into that directory. So now I am getting into the directory. So what you're supposed to do, you have to log in into that npm repository. Okay, so if you haven't registered before, what you have to do, you have to use npm add user, which will ask you your username and password and email id. Okay, so it will ask you, but I have already have that username, password and all. I'm just, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to log in with that username and password. Now if you see that one, we have logged into this registry npmjs.org. Okay, once you logged in, what you can do, you can use npm publish command. So now if you see that one, now it is published. Now we will log in into that and we'll see that one, whether that library is been published to that npm repository. I'm refreshing here. Okay, you see here now the test Ayyanar library is being created and it is available. Anybody can consume it from here. Okay, now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to consume this library in my Angular application. Okay, now let me create one Angular application within the workspace. So I have a workspace ng generate application test Angular app. Just creating. Now if you see that one Angular application is created, let's see whether the application is created or not. Yes, test Angular app is created. Okay, so what you want to do now you have to consume your published library in your Angular application. Okay, so what I can do, so I can go and copy this package name and I can install it here. Okay, so I'm just installing. So now it's installed. Now let me go and see that one, whether it is installed or not. Let me go to the package.json. So if you see that one here, that library has been installed. Now what I can do now, let me go and consume that one in our Angular application. So this is my Angular application. I'm just going to consume it here. I'm just going to remove everything. Okay, so let me check that what is the component name which I gave here. So this is a selector, by default it is created. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to refer in my app module. Okay, how to refer that one in app module? So test Ayyanar live and what component? Test live component. If you see that one, we have exported service component module, right? It shows both, all the three. Okay, now I'm going to use test live component. Test live component, I'm just putting it here. Okay, now I'm going to use this component in my application. Okay, so let me check again once again what selector I have used. Okay, I'm just putting it. I just added in the app component.html itself. Let me run the application, see what I'm getting here. So ng, so let me getting into that application now. Cd, getting into that one, and I'm just running my application. Now application is running. Let me see what it's created. Excellent. Now if you see that one, this is my test library component which I consumed from the library. Okay, so excellent. Now totally, now we have seen that one, how to create the library, how to push your library to the npm repository, and how to consume it from the npm repository. Basically you have to install it. Okay, for publishing you have to use an npm publish command, and to consume it you have to use npm install command. It will install from the npm repository. Okay, thank you, hope you enjoyed, and please subscribe if you would like to see more videos like this. Thank you.